Traveling with children is no small task, especially flying and being in an airport, being in a very closed position with a lot of other people. I never thought I'd be the person to say this, but I have done this with my children, whether it be solo or with newborns. I have traveled, I have flown with my children dozens and dozens of times. That's why when I was prepping for our flight, I was like, I think I need to film this. I think I need to film this and share with some moms what I do to make this day, to make this process smooth. I was not a big traveler growing up. So doing this, we had to travel to be with my husband, with the children's father for his former job. To do this, I literally had to figure it out from ground zero. And the very first place I start is with me and my home and the way I nourish my body. So I wake up, I feel like on these travel days, I am the epitome of a productive robot because I know what these days hold. I also know that when I do all of these things, the day is so much better, so much smoother. Aha! Knew I had one. I start with fully nourishing myself. I do not skip meals on travel days. I do not skip snacks. I need all of the energy, all of the nutrients, all of the nourishment possible to stay regulated and calm and at peace because my kids feed off of my energy. So I'm eating a big hearty bowl of my soup. This is my favorite soup. I just talk about it a lot. I get some quiet time in, I pray, and I get some movement. This, like, yes, I'm in my collared shirt, I'm in my airport clothing, but this is just how I do it. This is how I did it for the last 9 years. We traveled all the time. I need to stretch, I need to be grounded, to feel strong, and just a few little minutes. I probably did 15 minutes here. Gave me a boost in energy and made me feel good about taking care of myself, being prepared for the day. And then I closed with some breathing exercises because, yeah, I need that. I need that on travel days. I'll be doing this breathing exercise literally all day long. So once I have taken care of myself, my husband has the children. He actually has them at a park right now to get their energy out, to get some sunshine on their cute little faces so that they're more grounded for the day. I'm gonna start packing our snacks. I pack protein powder, I pack collagen for our trip, not necessarily for the travel day, but all of my food goes in the same bag. So I'm bringing this for our trips just to have on hand because we are a hungry bunch. And I'm just a mama who really prioritizes nourishment, especially when we're traveling. For the other snack that we're bringing, these are my gem bites. These are not just my gem bites, they're my whole family's gem bites. Everybody loves them. But what these actually are multivitamins in whole food sources. So let me tell you what's in one of these and you'll be like, sign me up. Well, actually, I gave one to my husband for one day and he came home after his work day and he was like, what did you give me? Because I felt incredible all day. I was like, let me tell you. Yes, of course I give my husband things because I want him to live super long. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite because I'm craving it right now. I literally crave this. You only need one a day. Let me read to you what's in them. Pumpkin seeds, turmeric, citrus, prebiotics, probiotics, mushroom, golden chlorella. So good for you. Quinoa B vitamins, stone fruit, and dates, black pepper, vitamin K2, ginger and spices, sunflower vitamin E. I'm a health-minded mama. I love finding things that are just like little hacks, little sprinkles of goodness that we can bring into our life. Gem is definitely one of those. We're bringing this on our trip for sure. Because normally when we're on trips, we're not really eating the way that we're used to. So this is such a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem. Do you see the pun I did there? So sorry, I know it's dumb. Side note, you can use your HSA, FSA funds to cover the cost of gem. I think that's really cool. I love companies that do things intentionally and for the customer. I'm all about that. So thank you, Gem, so much for sponsoring this portion of the video. You guys can get a special deal on your first month with Gem by using the link below or the little QR code that I put on the screen now. It just makes it easy, doesn't it? So let me pack this up and we'll keep going. Sandwiches are my go-to every single time we travel. I make multiple sandwiches Like 2 for me, 2 for my husband, and a full sandwich for my children, like a loaded sandwich. I don't love airport food. Obviously, if we're in a bind, we'll eat it, but I do whatever I can to avoid that. We've all heard the horror stories. I've experienced horror stories. So I put in the effort to get organic sourdough and high quality turkey and tons of butter and mustard and all the goodness that we love. I also pack good food because you never know when your flight's gonna be delayed or you can't get a rental car on time. And having very hungry children, very hungry adults, all exhausted from traveling, it's not a great scenario, you guys. I'll just tell you that. So I over prep. I prep as much food as I can to bring with us. Okay, now I'm packing the boys' bags. Tablets, this is a big topic for me. We do not bring these tablets out any other time in our life except for travel days. And we rely on these on travel days. Like, we prep the boys, we get them excited, we pick their favorite movies, their favorite TV shows. And I swear it's these tablets that help us have a very smooth day. They are occupied, my 2 bigs at least, for the entire time. And we don't give it to them often, so they're not bored. They're just consuming it at an unhealthy rate. And on travel days, Tate and I are like, yep, this is what we do. Honestly, it helps Tate and I stay calm. It allows us to give our attention to our 1-year-old who is really on the move and needs a lot of love and a lot of snacks. After the tablets, you saw me packing like some paper and things like that. And now I'm packing our Epic water bottles, which have a filter that you can add inside the water bottle. So we take these through security, we fill them up there, and it's just such a peace of mind for me to know that we're drinking clean water. These have been with us for the last, 5 years of our life. They are our absolute go-to when it comes to liquids and drinking water and staying hydrated. Boys are packing their cute little snacks. I like them to be a part of this so that 1, they know what's in their bag and they're not like, Mom, did you? You know, like, this is a team thing. We're all doing this together. They love this part of it. They love the excitement of the airport and they love making sure their tablets are in a very safe place. And then, I pack up the rest of my food extra for me, honestly, because pregnant me is one thing, but pregnant, hungry, and tired me is another. So food is how I stay alive and happy and at peace. Figrapes doo-doo. That's what this one is. Germs. Okay, I'm a germaphobe, but I'm also not a germaphobe. Hear me out. I'm not afraid of germs in general. I know they're good for our body, they're good for our immune system, but germs on an airplane, germs in a public bathroom, not my thing, okay? So, first thing I have is my all-purpose spray in this little airport-proof bottle. They have travel size, I just don't have that. I spray down everything on the plane. Like, you'll see that. I'll give you a close-up. This is my favorite hand sanitizer. It has like a coconut lemon scent, but it's also a non-toxic company that I love, so it's not stripping the microbiome off your hands. We have sanitization wipes, which is just another layer of protection. And here's the last thing that I pack. Paper towels, all right? So when I spray, I wipe everything down. I'm like, I've trained my children like a drill sergeant. I'm like, what do you touch on the plane? That's why I kind of like tablets, I feel like I've said that already, but like, you don't want to show up to your vacation and be sick. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so when I wipe down the seats, when I wipe down the seat belts and the tray tables and pretty much anything else they can touch, the dirty paper towels go in here. I just want to be kind to the stewardesses. I don't want to be like, can you throw this away? So this will go in there. I have a few of them because I need them for our plane ride there and our plane ride back. Y'all, I've flown with my kids dozens and dozens of times. There's no slacking off here. I've learned my lessons so many times. Okay, so all of this stuff needs to be easily accessible. This is also an important part. Right here in my backpack, this zip case. That's not where my phone goes. This is where my sanitization collection goes, okay? And because you never know when you're gonna need an extra baggie. The very last thing I do once we're completely packed is I tidy and I clean my home. Nobody likes to come home to a messy home after a long day of travel, especially with kids. I've done that before. It's miserable. The next day, the next week is harder. So I always make sure that I have time to clean up. And honestly, this is like the last 10 minutes. Tate has the kids packed in the car and I'm like, just give me 10 minutes of silence while I finish up what I've got to do. And it makes the biggest difference. Like, I feel better leaving my house. I feel better going on a trip and coming home when I know I've done this work.
Good. No, I don't. Are you